Did you achieve your goals in 2023? Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here and welcome to another episode of Heiser Says. Grab your hashtag not sponsored cheap coffee and let's have a look at the results of a poll I put up on the community tab of the channel here just over a week ago. I asked you if you achieved your goals, or did you achieve your goals for 2023? And I asked people to share their success stories in the comments below, really, so we could celebrate and hear some good stories about how people have overcome the challenges that we all face and achieve some goals. Now, of the 597 people that voted, and thank you for those that did, 30% said yes, they achieved their goals, 40% said no, they didn't, and 30% partially achieved their goals. You know the old saying, aim for the moon, you'll hit the stars. So let's have a look here at what people have left in the comments and go through them. So trolley collector is still collecting trolleys, but should be working inside the supermarket soon, as I've been a good worker. So it's a partial for me. I remember back in my high school days when I was working a Woolies job, a service operator, service cashier, or a checkout chick. And that was, it wasn't a bad job. It was boring as anything. It was really, really boring. It was the Surfers Paradise Woolies down underneath Cavill Ave, underground there. So you'd always get all the characters there and the interesting ones. And I remember the gentleman there, one of the kids doing we were all kids back then, doing the trolley collecting. He was trying to win the rights to collect the trolleys to set up his own business. He never did, and I think he ended up becoming a Sparky. He actually came into an office that I was working at years later. But, I mean, always look at opportunities. A business is a business. Keep going. Good work. I don't know if that's a funny account or not, but still. So, Benny Boy. I moved out of mum's and started to work out and eat healthy. I went from 115 kilos to 95 kilos and put on some muscle as well. It was a good year. This year is going to be even better. Now, that's a great achievement there. What are you losing? You're losing 20 kilos and building muscle and starting to work. Getting out of under your mother's protective gaze. Good. That's a great start or a great year. And keep the momentum going. 20 kilos is a big effort. So let's have a look here. Jim. 1. Mixed and mastered lots of albums and singles for client for free to try to eventually get off disability. A girlfriend randomly found me. That was strange. Yeah, it's funny how that happens. Cured one of my health conditions. Parasorias. Developed another. Oh boy. Unilateral hearing loss. Not the best for a sound engineer. Oh. All in all, a partial win. Still going. 2024 will be better. Oh, good work. Keep going, Jim. Find ways to pay less tax. He always is. Ended the year on long-term work cover with PTSD. So no, not really. Shit, Bushy. Sorry to hear that. Sorry. Goals kicked. But Australia's got that tall poppy syndrome, so secret squirrel. Yeah, that's from Ben. Yeah, that's kind of sad, isn't it? We don't really celebrate achievements. You buy a house, everyone. There's a whole lot of jealousy out there. I think that finds its way into our online political discussions more than anything else. A lot of it is based on people are just jealous of each other. They're jealous of what they don't have. And you just got to grow out of that and get over it. Some people don't. So Dumbo. Yeah, I did. Super pleased. Doubled Business 1 revenue. Signed first customer for Business 2. Wife had a big raise. We found out we're pregnant. Oh. Cheers. Congratulations. Awesome having kids. Started our new house build too. Fun period of life, albeit stressful. Yes, yeah, it's going to be stressful for you, mate. Yep, but that's just part of it. You go through stressful periods and less stressful periods. The older you get, the more you have to reflect on, and the less that you worry or care. Nathan didn't set any goals. David, one step closer to home ownership and escaping the city. Oh, good luck with that, mate. Squid Beats with 2 X's. Quit his abusive job and started following my dreams of learning level design for video games. Very similar to creating floor plans for buildings, but I just add bad guys to an architectural draft. And I wanted to know what he was using. That's he's using Inkscape, which is great. For vectors, 3D models, Cura for drawing. Everything is open source, and Unreal Engine 5, which I'm also using for my visualizations. We're shifting from Lumi into Unreal. So I've got a project I'm working on right now for that, actually. Oh, good work. That's good. You know, getting out of a job you hate and doing something you love, it makes a world of difference. Hongster. In 2023, 350K reached in running my own business without a boss. Awesome. With no employees wasting my time, waste of space. Automating, outsourcing, streamlining, and being more efficient with my processes in 2024. Aiming for 500K this year. Good work. Thank F every day. I don't have to deal with workers discussing and pissing me. I hate office politics. Yeah, it can get like that. It can get like that. I hate dealing with low productivity clowns and plenty of benefits that barely do 40 hours a week and expect the world in results. So I think Hongster has had some pretty shitty. I mean, we've all worked in those environments. I mean, I did a stint working for the government and shit. It's a different world. I worked all through university and private practice because I went through QUT when it was 4 days in work, 1 day at university, and then I'd go to the Architectural Practice Academy, and we were part under the government, and I wasn't used to that world. It was shocking. I had a culture shock over the work ethics of some of the people in that environment, and I mean, you have to be that way just to survive there. And so I didn't last. Disgusting human beings. That's why I love watching Heiser, because it's actually grounded. Thanks, mate. Well, congratulations. Hitting 350 is a good effort. Aiming for 500. Bloody oath. Particularly one man if you're doing it yourself. It's funny how much you can burn through just keeping staff happy. I remember talking to one of the architects I worked for as a student, and he'd grown his firm from like 10 to 30 or 40, and from there, from like 10 to 30, he made no extra money. It was just all the cost of, spinning the wheels, keeping it going, keeping everyone happy. Jay, technically a yes, now a fully qualified electrician. Oh, fantastic. That's awesome, mate. And have the woman, I remember this one. On the 1st of Jan, my bride left me to be, I hate my life, mate. Sorry to hear that. Okay. There's going to be a lot of blokes watching here that can tell you that you're going to, hearing us tell you you're going to feel like shit and you feel like it's never going to get any better is probably not going to help you, but you'll get through it. We've all been there, okay? And, it's better to find the right person. That's the right person for you, that you're a team. If someone's running off like that, then you may not be the team together, and it may have been much worse. But I know anything I'm going to say isn't going to help you out. But, congrats on the qualification. And, you'll get over eventually. So I made it to 2024. So yes, so Novak, very good. Namanjo. Completed my Masters in Urban and Regional Planning at the University of Sydney. Started working on a council. It's a big achievement for me since I came here from another country with a kid and started from scratch. That's awesome. 2024 would be focused around my kid and exploring other opportunities on state government. Oh, good work. That's a great achievement. That's stepping yourself, getting qualified, getting a job, stepping up, keep going. Good work. That's cheers. So David's going, my goal is to sell my business unit, which I did in the week before Christmas. Now just have to move what I'm keeping into a home. Okay, good luck. I remember when we got out of our retail lease and I had to demolish everything and pull it apart and bring everything back. The bookcases you see behind me, they used to be desks that we've cut up. So, Mick, after 15 years as a licensed builder, I'm trying to transition from renovating clients' houses and try developing. Okay, so Mick's gone from working from other people from running his own projects. And I can see the benefit of that is then you're not going to have to deal with the precious, unrealistic expectations, and all the shit's going to fall on him. So he's got to deal with it. So that can be a different type of stress, I think. Company set up and financials sorted. I've also completed a course in pest management and building inspection. Bring on 2024. Love your channel. I've been here a few years now. Well, thanks, Mick, and good luck, mate. That's good. Good to see. We need more. We need more developers. We need more people building properties. You're building houses, apartments for people. You go online, and at least I see it on Twitter and in the news and the media. Everyone is just bagging developers, bagging them like anything. But how many of you wouldn't have a house or a area to live in that wasn't developed by someone, even if that was speculators forever ago? Good luck. So, Kathy, I aim to get rid of a credit card debt on limited income. I got real close, but things like block pipes, lawnmower dies, and other costly events meant she used it. I'm going to double down this year, even if health stays stable. Get a part-time job. Okay, Kathy, that's awesome. You keep chipping away at it. This is the thing, why I put partial there, because you can set all these goals and you may not achieve them, and you don't want to feel despondent or heartbroken that you haven't pulled it off, but you want to celebrate how far you've gotten. Okay, maybe it's going to take a little bit longer than you thought. That doesn't matter. When you look back in a few years' time and you know that credit card's gone, that debt's gone, that's going to be a bloody awesome feeling. It's going to be a lot less stress. So, Jordan. Yep, got finance for a build on an investment property using only equity. Oh, good work, mate. The Australian dream. Shit, yeah. Just in my street, what the neighbours are getting, neighbour next to me, 900 grand. He was offered for his place. That one up the end of the street that went for 1.3, which seemed insane. Now it's just, it's crazy. It is just crazy. I was talking to another neighbour. He owns an investment property up the road. He's renting out. He wants to get his daughter in there, and it's that was his wife's super, was that house that he'd bought, because she'd never had a real super fund, and he was half joking that now her super fund is outperforming his. So I don't know if you're joking there or not, Jordan, but yeah, there's a lot of people that can do that. It's crazy. Moved to Japan. And I'm gainfully employed, an Aussie in Norway. But you got to change your name, mate. Now, you're an Aussie in Japan, not in Norway. You got to change it, but congratulations. There's a gentleman I watched. He's got a channel. Oh, I can't remember the name. He watches us here on High As It Says. I can't remember it. Hang on. He's Rural Japan. I think that's it. Hang on, I'll try and find it. I've got my stream up here. But he just... Yeah, here we go. Real Rural Japan. Yeah, he's got a really interesting channel where he just discusses living in Japan. As an Aussie. He sold up, went over with his missus and bought a place in rural Japan. So there you go, guys. Check him out if you haven't. I'd recommend it. It's encouraging. Tell him I sent you. And yeah, so there you go. Maybe you want to check him out. Lionel. Survived being evicted as landlord sold. Managed to keep a bit of an emergency savings. Kept sanity. Good. 2024 is another beast. In WA rentals, selling to owner-occupiers, rents start at nearly $600 per week. Oh, shit. And this is why, everyone, this is why people fight tooth and nail to get into a house and fight everything they can to keep it. I mean... There's articles out there now about Western Australians There's articles that I've seen in the media about concern in Western Australia that Easterners, there's two parts of Australia. There's Western Australia and there's Eastern Australia. There's a little bit in the middle that no one ever goes to. I think there's an outpost called Adelaide and Darwin somewhere. But they're concerned that the Easterners have discovered WA and Perth and are investing over there sight unseen. I remember we looked at starter homes in Perth, and you could positively gear property. you're buying it like with a 10% deposit, you could positively gear on the interest rates that were going. So it means the rent you were charging would not only cover your entire mortgage, you'd have cash left over, which might cover the repair and maintenance costs over the year. But so it's tough. New homes or existing start from nearly 600 grand as well. Nearly 100,000 arriving in Perth. CoreLogic is reporting nearly 1,000 a week people coming to WA, now from interstate and overseas. I've never been so scared in Australia. Future for shelter looks bleak. You got to get into the market, mate. That's the problem. You got to find a way to do it. You got to earn more money. You got to cut back. It's not going to get any easier. I can't see either of the major parties seriously reducing immigration or migration to the country. There's too many lobby groups that have an interest in it. The only parties that are critical of it are all fringe ones that are of no significance. I mean, look at look at what's changed with Labor coming in. Pretty much nothing. So this is why when people are predicting a huge crash, okay, sure, serviceability is hard. What we're going to see, it's going to be harder for people to get houses, but people are going to do every single thing they can to stay in them. They're going to find a way to keep going because they don't want to be stuck in this situation here, renting. I mean, I'm sick of renting. We're trying to get this thing built to a point where we can at least move back in. And hopefully, touch wood, we'll hit it this year. And just in time for my fixed mortgage to disappear and to go back to variable. But then I won't feel it because I won't be paying rent anymore. But yeah, I mean, this is why. One of the arguments. Herbert is going, 2023 was the worst year ever. Sorry to hear that, mate. I thought it was all going okay for you, at least from the comments you've said. Well, take care. Barossa Raven. Got a new job on the other side of the country, a lot closer to my family. Good. You need family around you, even if they annoy you sometimes. You need your family. 2024 will see the first step onto the property ladder if the damn interest rates start playing fair again. Now, if we see rates go down, it's not going to go back to 0.1%. That was an insanity brought about by the mania that the whole country was going through. Sure, it may go down. You may see a 3.5% at the cash rate, but it's not going to crash all the way down. Just keep that in mind if you're planning to get in. David, but good luck. David, paid out my car lease and reduced my bills from $1,600 a week to $1,000 a week. That must be such a good bloody feeling there, mate. You know, I remember when we got rid of all of our other debt. You know, paying off the car, gone. We had a loan for equipment, gone. You know, credit card debt, gone. And all we had is the mortgage, and that's a lot less stressful. This is the problem. It's all these other little debts that people have that just pile on, just chip away. The credit card, you're paying, a little bit every month extra out, gone. Once you want to get into a situation where you pay with the money you have. But no, good work. It's a great achievement. Nick is going, do you have to have a goal? Does it need to be a yearly window? And I go, no, it's just a good time to reflect on it. And he's saying New Year's resolutions fail. Yeah, they do. But you need to have targets and aspirations and put systems in place to achieve them. Well, normally we all do, don't we? We want to achieve things. Andrew's going, my goals are set so high it's hard to achieve. Well, good work. At least I put you down as a partial then, mate. That's good to do. I mean, what was my passive income, with pocket money investing? First it was $100 a month. And you get that now. $500 a month, and you get that, and you go, keep going. Just want little, start small and build up. Start small and build up, and don't worry how long it takes, as long as you get there. Justin's going, professionally, yes, personally, no. Jericho. Just trying to survive and figure out my life. Thankfully, I met a wonderful girl that I'm over the moon with. So it's been priceless. Yeah, that's lovely. But the honeymoon period of a relationship, That's awesome. Congratulations. So, R.R. Schmidt. Got a new job? I wanted a challenge, but ended up being more than I anticipated. Hated it initially, but finished the year feeling positive for 2024. Good work. Good luck. Brett was going, I was planning on becoming a world-renowned ladies' man. Totally failed again. I'll put that down as a partial and try again next year, mate. LH7325 was, nope, it was a disaster of a year. Sorry to hear that, mate. Let's hope 2024 will be better for you and anyone who's been battling. All the best. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hopefully this year brings you positive things. It's been horrible for many people. Yeah, that's the sad reality of it. But I'm getting... I went to check out another YouTuber, another Australian YouTuber who's doing quite well, got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And, he used to watch the channel years ago. So we communicated. And I'm looking at stuff, and it's the same shtick. Flames everywhere. You won't believe what's happened. This is crashing here, 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 here. The same, just negative, toxic econo-doom to milk the US fear market. And that's what it is. And that's the danger. You can go into a depressive spiral like that if you just keep believing this stuff. And it could destroy opportunities. Or what happens is people give up, and they think that their only way of getting ahead, the only way of achieving something is the get-rich-quick bullshit. So they fall for all these stupid bloody scams, or they're putting all their money into crypto thinking it's going to go to the moon, and somehow that's how they're going to get ahead, rather than just going, stuff and working bloody hard, doing, boring investments and just stacking slowly. I don't know. I don't know. That's why, that's kind of why I want to discuss people achieving their goals, so we hear something positive. Anyway, absolutely did had FA planned, and that's exactly what transpired. Success. Well, can't be dismissed, honestly. I had no goals, but it was okay. Besides the interest rates keeping me broke. This year, I'll skill up for a long-term side hustle. That's really, honestly, I think education and qualifications can't be undermined. Seems to be this whole movement, anti-education online. And I appreciate the fact that there's a lot of woke bullshit that you need to jump through at university or in any course. There's always going to be some rubbish, hoops you need to jump through just for the sake of it, just to tick the boxes. I think I'm trying to get registered in another state, and there's all these special courses that I need to do that are not going to be of any practical application to me as a professional in my entire life. But, you got to jump through the hoops. I remember at university we had a subject that was completely greenwashing, and it was completely ideologically driven, and I really, really hated that subject, but I managed to get a 7 in it still. And then they brought me to tutor it next year, and they got some hippie guy to teach it a year after, and he was just blindly accepting what was put forward. He wasn't being critical of it. There was no critical thinking. I saw that in the students too. Because I kind of argued against all the arguments they were putting forward, but had a constructive, fact-based argument. But anyway, you just jump through the hoops, guys. Ignore the people that are saying, you don't need an education, you don't need a qualification, because you do. You do. That will probably be the most useful thing you can in your life, if you're qualified. And for something useful, not some, bullshit. Oh, no, I don't know. Well, what was it? We got a family friend. She got human resources and was, I think, master's level and struggled to get back in because she took a break. Took a break from the profession. Now she's going to do, I think, speech therapy. And that'd be a gold mine. That'd be a very good qualification to get. So you want to look at something that is going to be useful and that can add to your employability. But anyway, I've been rambling again. Advanced Dad. Tried to fight the child support system for a fair outcome and lost. Ah, shit. Our government and its departments are completely corrupt. Yeah, I've heard, so many horrific stories about that sector. Sorry, mate. That's all I can say. Started a new job, promoted after 6 months, got engaged, and have the wedding planned for this year. Got a new puppy to give myself more responsibility in life, going into 2024 strong with even bigger goals this year. That's awesome. Good to hear. Good to hear. What are some of the replies? Enjoy the upward phase of life, plus the dog will increase your happiness. Congratulations. Yeah, that is a fun part, isn't it, when it's all happening. But here's the thing. It's like every year more shit happens. It's another thing. You get married. Oh, no, you finish uni, you get married, then you start a business, you have kids, I think you win a project, you buy a house, you have kids, you have kids, you have kids, you have kids, you have kids. Anyway, perhaps not everyone's going down our path, but congratulations. Michael Farmer's gone for broke. And Luke, the last comment, left Danistan and moved to Queensland. Fantastic. So, well, let's have a bit of a chat, guys. Congratulations to everyone that's achieved their goals last year, partially. Sorry to all of you that had a bit of a tough year. Just my advice would be to approach it stoically, look at what you can control, what you can't, and work towards the best you can in 2024. Set your goals, even if you don't think you can achieve them, even if you partially achieve them, it's still a victory. And everyone has aspirations or things they want to achieve, and just chip away at them and celebrate those victories. Find friends that will share in your victories happily. And ignore all the jealous, tall poppy bullshit you see online. I mean, most of them probably wouldn't have a pot to piss in half the time, and they're daring to complain about others. I don't know. I'm getting sick of it. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube things, and I will see you again in the next episode. Bye for now.